Thanks for joining Todd the Gun Guy. All right, let's get right down to it. Should I carry a Sig P365? I'm not going to drag this thing on. We're starting a video. I'm going to tell you yes, 100%. I personally chose to carry the P365 and highly recommend to you as well. Let's get into a few reasons why I think that. Firearm is clear. Like most 9mm for concealed carry, the Sig P365 fits right in there. I think what I like is the size, the shorter barrel in the front here. Fits in the hand very nice, ergonomics. But I think the concealability right out of the gate is probably the most, well, it's probably one of the things that caught my attention. Number two, because it's such a concealable 9mm, let's talk about capacity. I think right out of the gate, the capacity, you could run between 10, 12, and 15 round magazines. See some of my previous videos that I started with the 10. I said the 12 was probably my preference and go-to. And now that I got the 6-axis development, got the stopper, the finger stopper, I now carry the 15 round magazine, especially in the fall and the winter time. That's my go-to magazine. I got 15 plus 1. So you got 16 rounds in such a small package for concealability. The gun does not imprint on me. I do wear pretty baggy clothes, usually pullovers. And speaking of nice baggy clothes, check out this nice TGG windbreaker. I got hats, I got the windbreakers, I have sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts. I'll get some more stuff. There's custom stuff made to order, have some stock stuff as well. So go check out my merchandise at toddthegunguy.com. Go ahead and check in the product description below for my link. Go ahead and click on that link and help support out Todd the Gun Guy. Summertime, you have the option and availability to go down to the 12 round, and that's what I'll do. Again, you have the 10. I like the 12 because it's actually got room for the pinky. So I'm going to be switching between 12 rounds in the summer because of bathing suits, tighter shirts, sun shirts, and I'm going to go with the 15 plus 1 in the fall. So we talked about the size, the capacity. Let's talk about some of the other options. This gun here, it has no safety, which I prefer in a concealed carry weapon to protect myself and my family. You'll be able to point and pull the trigger, so there is no safety on this weapon. It is a striker fired pistol, which I know a lot of people rave about the striker fire pistols. A little bit safer in case dropped as far as a gun going off by itself. So I know striker fireds are highly thought of. I like the trigger of the P365. It's got a clean, crisp break with not a lot of travel. To reset. The actual sights on the weapon, they are the night sights, day and night sights. So I think those are excellent. I've mentioned in a previous video that front sight is really easy to get on target, both eyes open. You go ahead and get the acquisition really quick with that front sight. They are night sights, which is really great too. Talk about the ergonomics of this gun. They went ahead and they made a cutout here under the trigger guard, and your finger fits really nice there. Prior to the extended mag, they do have 2 cutouts here for your other 2 fingers. So I mean, as far as ergonomics, to me, this thing fits in my hand like a glove. It just feels right, fits nice. You get nice tight grip underneath here. Now with that 15 round magazine, you have a lot of control over the weapon. I think that made a big difference. All right, this is just for video purposes. I usually have my tactical belt, but as far as carry goes, I like the way it sits, okay? Especially with the 15 round magazine, you've got a lot to grab there. You go down for it. I use inside the waistband holster. Again, a lot to grab with the 15 or 12 round mag, okay? But it sits really nice, sits flush, nice up against the body. And there you go. This is a pretty baggy shirt, but there it is. You can move it around. Just, you don't get any imprinting with this. Just sits really nice up against the body. Some people do an appendix style carry in the front. I typically do the side or more in the rear right here. So as far as the concealability, the way it sits in a holster, it just is an awesome, awesome concealed carry. All right, let's talk reliability. I think I'm approaching about 1,300 rounds. I haven't kept the exact count, but I know it's over 1,000. And over the weekend, I did another 250 rounds. So I'm saying probably 1,300 rounds. And I got to tell you, I have not had a failure. I have not had a failure. I shoot Blazer brass in the practice ammo. I shoot the critical duty Hornady, 115 grain with the Teflon tips through here. Have had no problems, no jams whatsoever. No misfeeds, no light strikes. Anything prior that they fixed has been fixed on this gun. Born on date, I believe, was April of this year. So I know it's got most of the updates that Sig has put into them. So I think if you get the new born on date, you guys will have no problem. I've carried the Shield 1.0, the original Shield. I've carried the M&P full size, M&P compact, again all 9mm. I've carried the Kimber Ultra Carry 2 Crimson Trace 45. I've carried the featherweights and revolvers. Check out some other videos online. I think you'll find that some of the professionals out there will tell you the same thing. I'm just a normal guy that protects myself and my family. So if you're on the fence with the Sig P365, I wouldn't be. And for me, right now, I'm telling you, the Sig P365 2019 for best in carry. Until next time, Todd the Gun Guy!